Uh, well,
Go for it.
She's got the questions. But,
Well,
so yeah, congratulations for winning Fighter of the Year.
Thanks.
So I told you that sort of a day before it happened. And I just wanted to, before Ashley goes into questions, just something with your Awakening profile, and that is your profile is the most demanding entire database. It's on one hand, it's really good because you list all your fights. That's great. So we just go there and sort of take the information. But you just fight, 3-4 times a month. So by the time we've updated you and we're now working on other people, it's like we're two fights behind, but always slightly behind your profile. So we do apologise for that.
I'm on mine as well. Kevin and I freaked out the other day because we thought that we had miscounted my fights. So I'm behind.
I've done that before where I've done change the record when I've changed in the history. I think I've miscounted. I have to go back and do the whole again. But no, I'm nowhere. But yeah, it's just I love that you have all your info there. But the number of fights.
Have you seen your profile recently? Like with fight history.
We changed. It's the longer one. Have you seen larger?
Yeah, we finally got round to changing your fight history to the new format. So
it took me a day and a half.
But it looks so much better. It looks so much better.
I was going to say, speaking of all of your fights, part of the reason people have been following is you hit your 100 fight mark last year in 2015, which shows on your profile. Do you have a new goal set in mind, or do you have the next Sylvie?
I'm gonna drive towards 200, which is yet another insane goal. But it's, I pushed past 100, which was already kind of an insane thing. I kind of set my idea on being non-Thai foreigner who had fought the most in Thailand, like the most fights in Thailand, because it seemed like the kind of thing that people would kind of be inspired and gravitate towards. And that number kind of came and went really fast. I feel like by moving towards these kind of insane numbers, it really, people are like, I can do part of that, or I can move towards that kind of thing. So 200 seems crazy, but it also seems like if I can stay here for long enough, I can accomplish it just by doing as I've been doing, which is really exciting.
And what's the time scale on that?
If I keep fighting the way that I have been, it'll take me another 2 years, which I'm really excited about because the way that I'm training now and the gym that I'm at and things are really kind of coalescing. I think that in that time, not only will I achieve this, but I'll have become a different kind of fighter and the kind of fighter that amount of time can award when you keep doing it. So it's like such a letdown to be like, I just want to be better, but it's actually an insanely hard thing to do. So
yeah.
Do you have do you break that down in your head? Because I mean, the time scale, it is a massive time scale for meeting a goal. Do you have it broken down in your head, or you just go and just truck along with each fight you do?
I've been averaging about 35 fights a year, which when I think back on it is crazy, but at the time, it's on average every 11 days kind of thing. So there'll be clusters together and then, kind of a dry spell kind of thing. So it feels kind of like stretches and has clusters, but it's been super enjoyable and manageable to have that fight if I can keep that fight rate. Which has been a little bit difficult because people in Thailand know who I am now, so it's it's a little bit harder to get those fights without without money backing it. But my gym is backing me with money, so that's good.
Is this the still trying to understand that whole side, the side bets and things, or how is this?
So there's
back money. What's going behind it?
There's layers of Muay Thai in Thailand. So when I first got here and I was fighting up in Chiang Mai, that's kind of a stadium workhorse Muay Thai. So you get paid to fight, and so the Thai women I was fighting, they get paid either way. So it's a job to go and fight, and the fights are available a lot. But I wrote a blog post called the 80% fight, which, because you're getting paid either way, they're not going to, like, you know, go for broke and risk damage in those fights the same way they would consequence, like a belt or a title or a, you know, honor of their gym, or the side bet. So the side bet is each gym putting money in the middle, and winner takes all. So you definitely don't want to lose money for your gym, and your gym is making money on you. So fights that have money on them are far more competitive than the cycling through, you're just getting, you know, paid your fight money kind of thing. So those fights can be in a field in the middle of nowhere, or those can be in, like, pretty big televised stadiums. So gambling makes Muay Thai go round in Thailand, and it's pretty good.
Do you have a preference of where, I mean, you fought so many times in so many different places and crowds? Is there atmospheres that you like, or, like I said, stadiums, or kind of more?
I love festival fights. They're kind of set up in the middle of nowhere, and the tends to be kind of in front of the sound stage, so there will be, like, dancing and singing and lights everywhere and food everywhere, and the gamblers are really into it. They come right up to the ring, they'll touch you while you're in the ring, they'll, like, tell you what to do and, like, shake you, and it's just it's very alive. I love the festival fights. It's like culturally mind-blowing, and I tend to be the only Westerner besides my husband when we're there, so it's very, like, you know, it's a very intense experience. But also really like fighting here in Pasio, because it's a 5-minute drive, an 8-hour drive. So that's also nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Has it been the other things I noticed since 2015 as well? You started adding more karate into your training and incorporating that into your style. Did you ever intend to try other things, or is that just it came about and you wanted the opportunity?
I try to supplement my training. So if my gym is not meeting the feel I need, I'll try to supplement at another gym. So that was how I ended up at Petchi Jaw's gym. I need more clinching and I needed more pad work. And so when that fell apart, there's this other gym that I have a very good relationship with, and the man who runs it, Sifu, is a karate instructor. So really I wanted to learn him rather than that I wanted karate in particular.
Gotcha.
But what he teaches in his style of karate has this amazing ability to graft onto what I'm trying to do in Muay Thai. So my overall balance and kind of symmetry and things like this are aided by that training.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that I'm talented in karate in any way. It's just some of the things match up style-wise, and so the things that I can practice in that context, because they're being used for those forms, graft really well onto Muay Thai. The similarities are there, but the differences are there as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense. I was curious about that, because I always, in my head, Sylvie's just is Muay Thai. Like, that's just the way it is. Is always trying to interesting to merge the idea of you doing something else. And I'm glad that
I've had people come through the gym who I'm trying to help with clinch, and they're so tense, they're just getting exhausted in a couple of minutes. And a lot of them have tried jiu-jitsu before. And so I'm like, it's the same as jiu-jitsu. You need to calm down and just breathe, be relaxed, and then move, like, suddenly.
Yeah.
Don't be, like, trying to wrestle me. Like,
No.
don't use all your strength. And I'm like, oh, like, all right. There are ways to, like, take other sports and kind of and put them together. Like, you know, stepping over on the kick is like swinging a bat. Like swung a bat twice. You know that's, you know, the same kind of movement. I've seen it. But, yeah.
Oh dear. Other thing I want to ask you is kind of branching off a completely different topic here, but you open up your own forum this year, and we were chatting about that earlier today. But how's that going, and what are you looking at next for that, or is there anything there, or what's?
It's been amazing. It's been really, really good. Because I have the roundtable forum, which is men and women, and then inside of that we have my more private section that's just for women, which I kind of was afraid we were going to get a lot of flack for. And people have been great about it. They kind of, you know, when it was clear we're not to, like, talk about men, really. It's just kind of, we have things to discuss that in mixed company it's murder to talk about. People just totally accept it, and the women who want to talk about something that's particular to women will just put it in that section, and if it's not particular to women, they'll just put it in the main section. So I feel like the flow of it and what people are using it for and understanding it for, and the freedom and kind of relief that women have been expressing and being able to talk, is because so often there's like one or two of us in a gym, and you may or may not have a relationship with that one or two other women that you would even be talking about this at your gym, or the politics at your gym. You can't talk about how your trainer is kind of, bothering you or harassing you or something like that, because it's difficult. So weirdly, the way that we're all over the world, like semi-anonymity to each other, actually allows us to be very open and supportive of each other. So it's actually been really fantastic.
Cool. I've got two questions. Like so often, surely you're never healed. Surely you're going into fights completely, sore wrists, broken hands. So, obviously, what is it like, sort of that with injuries, and what's the worst injury you've ever taken into a fight?
I fought with a broken nose. I think that was most conscious of. I fought with a broken hand, but then I just have to think about not throwing the hand. Whereas your face is your face, so you can't you just have to try to block it. But I think that because I train with injuries, it feels natural to fight with injuries. I don't feel like fights are a more intense experience really than the training I'm doing, because of the kind of way that I train. So I don't think about it that much. Like I don't think I've been 100% for a fight ever, like including, my first fight in America with pads and stuff. So I think that rather than having this idea of what the perfect state is, it's just being comfortable and aware of and content with whatever I'm going in with.